guys, welcome back to my channel. Rewind That. It's your girl Miss K. If this is your first time coming across my channel, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe if you like the vibe and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. All right, guys, today we're going to be talking about Force, the latest episode, season 1, episode number 4. Let me bring in my people. All right, we got Moochie. Hey, girl.
Hey, Em, what's up?
Hey. And then we got Brillo, the big review. What's going on? How's everybody doing tonight?
I'm okay.
Oh, that's good. So
you got some chips anyways?
Oh, see,
I got it now. Hey,
listen, when you got the chocolate chip cookies, them Chips Ahoy, we already know you having a good night. You ended the night off well, okay? So what we're going to do is we're just going to talk about, we're not really going to do like a review. We're just going to talk about, our favorite moments. Before we end the video, I want to do a few predictions from you guys. I'd like to hear what you guys are predicting and also the most interesting scenes that you guys have watched tonight or last night. So you want to start off, Brillo, and tell us what was like the most interesting scene or the most interesting things that took place in this.
Cool. Most interesting scene and my favorite character of the last 2 episodes actually been Vic.
Oh, okay.
I used to be on his head, call him a pipsqueak, but really impressed me this last episode. The whole thing with Tommy and his girl. He didn't react emotionally. He actually was a better man probably than me.
Right.
To work with a dude and to have that confidence to say, you know what, it's temporary. I already know what it is. So to me, it seemed like he's stepping up. And the cookies, he got a cookie. So those are 2 of my favorite moments. My man Vic, for right now, I don't know. He might let me think he could do some sucker stuff later on, but for right now, I'm rocking with Vic.
Okay, let me bring in my lady, Nada, your favorite diva.
Hey, you guys.
How you doing?
So when I come from the weekend, I gotta set up all the cameras, all the mics, and everything. So hopefully you can hear me.
Yes.
Because I didn't see whether or not my microphone was. I'm sorry.
I can hear you pretty well.
Good. Okay, thanks. Yay.
Yes.
It's together.
Hey, Monique and Leo. Welcome to the party. Hey. But you know what, Brillo? As you're saying that, I can agree because I feel like there's a side to him that we're seeing, and it seems like it's a likable side for me. Talking about Vic. So I don't know, but go ahead, Moochie. What was your one of your most interesting
Liliana is
that happened?
Shiznit.
Huh?
I said Liliana is the shiznit.
Liliana.
Yo, she was, to me, she was doing so much, but I like what she was doing.
Yeah. You guys are hitting it. I mean, I can agree with that too, because I feel like there were some people in this episode that was just doing things like, "Ooh, I'm here for this," and especially with Liliana. And I want to get there a little later. I don't want to bring it up yet, but there was some stuff going on, and I said, I think I like this whole, re-entry with Liliana. So what about you, Nita?
I do. I like it. I was hesitant at first, but I feel like she's been proving herself time and time again that we have to just like, okay, this is her character. This is just how she is. So if she's like not snitching from book 1 and she's still not snitching from book 4, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those type things like why are you gonna keep on doubting her? And she was kind of like at the, they look like they was about to kill her in this episode. Like So I think she's here for the long haul, and I like where they going with her character, and so I'm on board. I'm team Liliana.
Me too. So what was your one of the most interesting scenes for you in this episode?
The most interesting. I think I like where they are going with the whole Claudia and her trying to make her mark, and she knows exactly where she wants to go, what she's doing. You know, she's like the Asian girl. What's her name? Mai. She was like, "Am I getting in the wrong? Getting in the business with the wrong Flynn?"
Right.
Like, that's the only Flynn you got, boo. So
Right.
it might be the wrong one because everybody else look like they just kind of like the what's the Papa Flynn? He ain't hitting on nothing. All he got is a whole lot of threats and a whole lot of I'm putting my position up here, but he ain't about nothing. He ain't done nothing to nobody
to this day. Didn't I say that the first time we did a review on Lamont's channel? I said, I need to see something from this guy. He's not scary to me. Right. And this is the reason why I was so here for this show, because I was feeling like they was going to bring like that mafia vibe. And I love stuff like that. But so far, no.
It wasn't hitting on nothing. Right. So it looks like where they're going with the new generation, and basically we're getting ready to put the old generation to bed. So
yeah,
definitely.
Come on, OGs, y'all gotta stay in the game, okay?
Some kind of way.
Right. Thank you, Eric Iverson, again for the super chat. He said he had no idea we was going live. I do apologize. So today I would like to let you guys know that I want to go live every Sunday at 8 p.m. All right, because this is something that I feel like it can work with my schedule. So now you just kind of, if you want to be a part of the lives, you want to be there in the building with us on that time, whichever one of y'all can make it, I'm gonna go live. I'm not trying to be here long. I just want to talk randomly about anything. You know, it's not like a review. We're just talking our thoughts, especially since we're kind of just getting off the episode. We don't really have much time to, analyze anything or whatever. So we're just here to talk about it just for a little while. So if you guys can make it, everybody in the chat, please come through 8:00 Sunday nights. If you can make it, Brillo, Moochie, Nita, I would definitely appreciate it. If you can't, then, I love you guys anyway. Eric Iverson, thank you again. Says Liliana was about to look like Terry from BMF when they was about to burn her eye out with that cigar. Exactly. And her thing is too, you don't know what this scar has done to her, you know what I'm saying? And speaking of scar, look, she's like, look, okay, I'm living with the scar, but y'all not about to take my eye, okay? You're not about looking. I could probably pull a man with this scar, okay, with this freaking messed up eye. I don't know. A scar in a patch.
Right. She drew the line. She drew the line.
Yeah.
She's
hey, pretty girl. So look, speaking of she's really very tough. So speaking of interesting scenes, the one that I found interesting, and because we're on the topic of Liliana, is when she was in there with Janard and he kind of had to babysit her. Guys, I don't know, like crazy. My heart, when he kissed her on that scar, I was like, oh, okay, like listen.
So much.
You hate the scar, but look, I was looking at it in a poetic sense. Like, I was looking at it like he's deeper than that. Like he's over here kissing her scar. To me, that says something different. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I feel about Janard and everything.
You didn't find it weird?
No, that showed me a different side, and you can even kind of see how the camera zoomed on his face, and you never know if they would get into bed together. You never know, but we're gonna go back. We're gonna get there later. But my thing is, I just found it wasn't weird for me. I just found it like poetic. There's been scenes in movie scenes where the woman is kissing on the man's scars. It's like you're showing somebody this affection where it's like, I see you for who you are instead of on the outside. And I like that. And I felt like it was a role reversal thing, because usually it's a woman doing it to a man, and for a man to do that to a woman, I kind of found it sexy. Yeah, I might think I'm weird, but I found it kind of sexy. Okay.
You find it sexy? I find him trying to game her.
Huh?
I say you find it sexy, but I find it him trying to game her.
Because what did he say?
No.
What did he say to her?
He had a proposition on the table.
He asked her to kill Tommy.
Exactly.
But he always been
free ambassador.
Pretty girl said it was weird and romantic at the same damn time. I guess I'm toxic. Right, girl? I guess.
No, so. No,
Because I'm over here like, oh, it's kind of
this is so romantic. He's kissing her scar. Meanwhile, 2 seconds before he asked her to kill Tommy.
And listen, was she here for it or was she not? That's all that really matters. Exactly, that's all that matters. We already know what he's on. He hates Tommy. He's doing what we expected. Right.
He smashed before Tommy even came.
Right. Yeah, he was trying to smash before that. That's right.
So
right.
And the way he was looking at her when she said
she didn't have an HR to go to.
Huh?
She said she didn't have an HR to go to.
Right. She didn't have no.
He did smash though. That's why
it's unwarranted. It's unwarranted.
Uh-oh.
Hey, thank you, Matthew Wilson. Say what? Rewind that with Miss K. Yes, thank you so much. Welcome. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the show. Let me know, Matthew Wilson and the rest of y'all, what was your most interesting moment or scene in this episode before we move on? You guys put it in the chat. We'll get back to it later. And so the next thing that I wanted to talk about is, we saw how the episode started off with Tommy. I'm not here for Tommy smash. I'm not here for Tommy smashing, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm not here for it. It don't look sexy to me. Please don't. I don't want to see it.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't want to see it. Like it's not Omari. No offense. But I just don't.
It's cool for what it is.
Yeah, for what it, And I guess they ended the scene with them smashing. Then they started the scene this week with them smashing. So now
I think we're not gonna see it for a while.
Miss K, okay. and at the end, the very end scene was him breaking up with her, talking about, I'm about to hit another bar up. Mm-hmm. So they keep on lingering on her.
Yeah,
at the beginning, at the end. So I still think she has a role to play.
Yeah, and the thing about that is so funny that you say that is because, pretty girl, you're right. Tommy smashing is better than sex. I'll take it. I will take it.
Thank you.
Yes, 100%, pretty girl.
I'll take it. If I had to choose, we're gonna have to go and roll with Tommy. Okay.
Good point. Let's see the good. Let's see the good.
So I was gonna say, right, because we all saw did y'all see the trailer for next week?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. So you see her kissing Vic, right? And so this is the whole thing what I'm saying with this girl. She just can't be trusted. If you seriously done with this guy because he can't really choose you, but you never know. We don't know the conversation that they had. Maybe she saw that he made a move behind his father's back and that was a turn on to her, and she sees that maybe he's really serious about this. But let me tell you something, guys. I'm gonna make a prediction, not now. When we go to our prediction segment at the end of this video, I have a prediction about this situation. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I don't know, but I'm gonna predict it, and we're gonna just move on from that part right there. But what did you want to say, Brillo?
I was just gonna say Vic is trying to make that step to move past his father's ways. It's difficult because it's customs or whatever. But you see what he said to his father. He said, so if I stay with her, then I'm not a man. But if I stay with you, I'm a boy. And he was visibly irritated. He threw the glass. Like, he got the utmost respect for his pops, but he leaning towards being on his own and doing his own thing. Same thing with his sister. They out here making moves. I think that's probably why they were, like you said, kissing or whatever, because he probably, she found out he doing things.
Yes.
And also in the preview, you saw he took her to the house or something, somewhere where Walter was talking to her. It looked like a Flynn house, but, we don't know. But Walter did say something slick to her. I noticed that in the preview. So I think he kind of step up. And,
Yep. So let me acknowledge this super chat from Eric. Thank you so much. Liliana said Tommy was the reason she got the scar, and Janard asked why you still working for him, and she ain't answer. I think she likes Tommy. I don't know. That kind of stumped me. I don't see that she likes Tommy, but I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like this sense of loyalty for the you know, just that whole, because they're familiar with each other, they know each other from, you know, back in the day, and they both in kind of like a place where they don't know nobody, you know what I'm saying? And it's like I'd rather just go with you and rock out with you. That's what I'm getting from both of them. And I don't know, but I like that whole thing. I want to get to the Serbs soon, but this is the part that I wanted to talk about with Janard and Elijah. They go into that into the barbershop, and Elijah over there looking mad nervous, you know. And what's his name was like, what do you know, just calm down. Is he's in here, if he comes here when we're here, it's just gonna look like, you know, we just, you know, like his business, or we just, yeah, right, we're just here. And so it's like a takeover thing that they're talking about, and it kind of looks like it was something that they were speaking of kind of like off screen, but they let us in on a little bit, right? You know what I mean? Moochie, you want to elaborate on that scene a little bit?
I wanted to elaborate on what you were saying about the last thing with what he has. I don't think she likes Tommy. I think she's capable of his business, and she knows how much money they was making in New York. And she's about the dollar.
Right.
So she's going to be loyal to the dollar.
Yes. Right.
Now, with the scene you're talking about, I feel like Elijah's playing the fence.
Yeah.
He's playing both sides of the fence, because I think he wants Janard to be on top, but he feels like Diamond is a sure thing. But he's not making reckless decisions.
Yeah, that's true. And he tells him, like, you know, this is the big homie. Like, you know, it's almost like he's trying to remind Janard, like, who he's freaking messing with. You know what I'm saying? Right. Sometimes on the outside, your family may not see how serious or dangerous or worthy you are, right? But the people on the outside, they know way better. You know what I'm saying? And I think Janard's problem is, of course, he's a little hungry, but he's not aware, and he's like, he don't really know, and he probably doesn't even think that his brother would do anything to him. But I just feel like he's gonna push those buttons, and it's, you know, what you wanted to say, Brillo?
Yeah, man, I got the Janard. That whole scene made me hate Janard even more, because he's just not he did one of the excuses that's just one of my pet peeves. Like, he didn't have a choice for the choices that he made in his life, what he had to do. And that's what I tell people all the time. You had a choice. You chose to take over the game from your brother. You could have did other things. Right. You made the choice. Now you got to live with it. You can't blame another man for your situation. Right. That's why Janard is like,
he had every opportunity to walk away. He had the opportunity at Brown. You know what I'm saying? So just like you said, there was a choice there.
He want to drive a Benz. You know, he don't want to drive a Neon. You know, he want to eat steak. He don't want to eat the noodles for a couple months. Like, come on, man. You got a choice. Then don't never let them box you in. That was some sucker stuff.
Right. And then he's like, you know, I need you to be down with me, because Janard was saying, not Janard, Elijah, he was telling him, look, if you're gonna go for the crown, you got to go all the way. Like, and I didn't like that. You know what I mean? Like, you're basically telling this man that he has to kill. There's no other thing that he's telling him to do here. You know what I'm saying? Because how else you gonna get it? Right. You know what I'm saying? You don't get the crown unless the king dies. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or unless he decides and says, I'm gonna just hand it over. And we see that Diamond ain't doing that. He trying to make big moves out here in these streets.
Yeah, but did you find it funny the way how they both came off in like episode 1? Like, Diamond didn't want to get back into it, and then all of a sudden there's this switch that happens, and you thought that Janard loved his brother, but as you can see, he's a little bit more snaky. And you can see Diamond has actually he got another tune, and I was like, that wasn't a tune. You was so both of them just kind of going, you know, just kind of flipping the script, just kind of threw me for a loop.
Yeah, I think the biggest one that threw me for a loop was Janard, because he really did seem like he's there for his brother. He loves his brother. You know, nothing's gonna come between them. But I think a lot of people probably misunderstood where Diamond was coming from, he never said anything about leaving the game. When he came in, he was like, we're doing the business, but this is not how we're doing it anymore. You know, it was like, it's like him trying to be, because Pretty Girl, she, in another live, she made this great this great comparison to where it was like, you still want to be in the game, but you want to be on some Martin Luther King, you know, non-violent stuff. And it's like, you can't really do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Diamond wants. He's, you know how Janard just said, his little kumbaya lame, his lame behind probably out there meditate, whatever he said, a little slick comment that he made about him.
He said he was out there meditating or something.
Right. And so it's just that he's like a different person when it comes to, I don't know, he just doesn't want to be a killer anymore. But unfortunately, you in this game, that's gonna have to happen. Would you say, Brillo?
He just trying to stick. He did all them years. Of course, he gonna try to, you know, stick his toe in first and not try to go immediately back.
Right.
Best came home. You got to kind of jump in, you know, work your way in. You can't go full murder massacre as soon as you touch down.
Right. And that's the thing that he was telling the guys, his brother. He's like, look, you keep them kids away from me. You know, you talking about they some stone cold killers. Keep them away from me. Thanks again, Eric. Said I think Janard tipped the cops off. Ooh. That's another one. Like,
I think he did do that. I'm gonna give you one better. I don't think the what they call them, the yard people that was in that truck. I think that was Janard's shooters wrapped up like that.
Because he did
wrapped up.
Yeah, because he remember
I need some shooters to do something. Oh yeah, so I think that's what I'm going with.
I like that because he did try to assemble them. Remember, he was like, he called in D, JP's son, and was like, I need you to get me some smart guys, this and that. Because we already see that this guy is trying. He already started the plan.
That's what that was all about.
So Janard knew about the play with the Yardies? I didn't think he knew about that.
I think he did. He had to. I don't know.
Guys. Y'all continue. I'll be right back.
What? Remember, he's been borrowing Janard's truck. So look.
Yeah,
he borrowed it to go to the diner. I mean, not to the diner, to the meeting with the Flynns. So he it's some way he's finding out stuff.
Right. That I did kind of think he did illustrate that the cops or whatever.
Pretty girl agreed with me too. She thought that too.
Definitely.
All right. And
stand Janard, y'all.
I just don't like him. We come into another thing where it's brother against brother again. And I don't know how far Janard is gonna be willing to take it.
He said if he what he say, if he go to jail or get what he tell Liliana, if he go to jail or get popped, F him. That's on him. That's what he told her when they was down in the basement. It was like, so I think Janard will take it there because
I think this. If he does, he better not miss. Because if he misses, that's gonna be it.
Sorry, guys.
I think the him like setting him off about the police and all this other stuff. I think he's gonna try to get him locked up. I don't think he can actually go through with killing his brother. I think he's gonna set him up and try to get him.
Yeah, he's gonna try to get him locked up again.
I think somebody said, huh?
I was just reading the comments. Pretty girl said me on that cocoa. You're doing too much.
Oh, yeah.
Who's on the cocoa?
Janard.
Oh, Janard. Yeah. When I saw that, I said, "Oh my gosh, he doing that now." And then, what's the name said? Liliana said, "Does Diamond know that?" He tried to cut her off real quick too. Like,
didn't get no shot callers.
Right.
and then she said, and then he wanted to offer her something. She said, "If I don't mix it, I don't sniff it."
And when she said that, I said at least she got some rules, because remember we said they was breaking all the rules, never get high in your own supply, they mixing where he live at and everything, they cooking up whatever they doing where he live and stuff. So I'm like, at least she got a little bit of some rules. Let me see what Matthew Wilson is saying. was unable to chat, but my favorite part was watching Vic trying to make his own pat. Yeah, Vic and Liliana were the stars of this episode. They both upstaged Tommy. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, man.
I don't know about upstage.
Even when he stepped
I won't say he upstaged them, but they was the
Just
MVP
leveled
for
up.
this episode. That's how I'll say it.
MVP.
Mhm.
Yeah, especially when
they
he stepped up to his
upstaged.
father and said that he was like this. He said, "I'm your boy."
If I stay with you, I'm gonna I won't be a man, but if I leave, I'm gonna be a boy, something like that.
No, he said
No,
if
he
I
said
leave,
he's gonna be a
I'll
boy.
if I leave, I'll be a man. But if I stay with you, I'll be a boy.
Right. As long as I'm under you, like, how am I really gonna grow?
He's not gonna get his independence.
Yeah.
And he was getting last week. He was getting tired of getting sunned by everybody, even that crazy guy Connor.
Yeah,
he was saying some sun comment. Like, oh, your daddy let you go.
They got 3 bodies in 2 episodes, so
yeah,
he's making up for.
We gonna.
I'm just saying.
I'm trying to save that for. But hey, people want to talk about it, so look, we might as well.
I said he made up for the first 2 episodes where he was acting like a pea.
Yeah, I call him Peep Squeak Flynn. I totally gotta eat my words.
He's totally making up for that. So I was like, okay.
All right, so since we talking about the Serbs, we know what happened. They got a hold of Liliana, and remember they kept saying, "Whose drugs is those? Whose drugs is those? Them look like somebody's stuff you shouldn't have took, right?" So we found out
it was.
We found out it was the Serbs, right? And so then she is about to get her eye taken out, and that's when she says, "I'm gonna tell you who it is." And as Tommy is over there meeting with JP's father, getting the whole like interrogation and rundown, and it was a hilarious scene. But he gets a text.
Hilarious.
Yes, he gets a text saying, "Meet me at such and such and bring ghosts." I was like, "Oh, I like that." Yeah. She even knows how to, code and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when they get down there, did you guys like how when he took her phone, like, what is going on? But then they had already spoke Tommy's name out their mouth, and she was kind of surprised, like, oh shoot, right? And then he takes her phone and he sees what she wrote when she texted, said, bring ghosts. He said, who's ghost? As soon as he said that, he got bullet to the head.
Well, they hit right with that bullet.
Yeah, Liliana
Shot
got
right through that
busy
window.
in the back seat. That was
Yeah, she was going crazy with that
night.
Hey,
them sound effects on that too was like, you hear it.
So now you already know that this is the reason why he had to bring her to the barbershop to get babysat. Like, I got to get you off these streets because we messing with some. Yeah, these ain't the ones right here to just be messing with like that. So we gotta get you off these streets and protect you. And I have to go handle some business. So then we meet this lady named Tatiana, right? That's her name, because they find out that it's not just a man. It's not a man in charge right now. I mean, there is a head guy. What was his name? Like Mitch something. I don't remember. Huh? Something. Yeah, I'll get it together later. But some guy, he's the head. And if he comes in, there's going to be some real problems, right? Now, you already know he's coming. But then Tommy goes and he meets up with Tatiana and her guys. And she looked like she's about to take him out. And then here we go, Vic saving the day. I say, go ahead, Vic. Y'all not letting that. Y'all not letting that
cookie up, Brillo. Hold that cookie up. That's how you get a cookie.
Listen, speaking of cookie, y'all not letting the cookie come between y'all. Okay,
right. That's
another reason why I
was loving it.
Yes, we gonna handle this business. So thank you again, Eric. He said, I said this on J Moore last night. I'm mad they brought back Tatiana for 5 minutes.
That's usually what they do.
Yeah, but listen,
she was.
I didn't know who she was until they said.
Do y'all remember when Jason was gonna kill Tommy?
Yeah,
and he had that last vision of Holly. He was like, I think he was like, they had his grave dug and everything, and she saved his life.
Yeah,
she vouched for him because the other guy was lying on Tommy.
Yeah, but this time she wasn't. She was about to take him out this time. And listen, look, they brought her back for 5 minutes, killed her off, so that we could get the guy to come in now. And now that's going to be you know what they said at the end, Storm is coming because they done killed her. So now it's really about to get real. Wow, look at the Karen Chuck. Thank you. She said, I'm glad I didn't miss this, and I'm glad you didn't either. So yes, once again, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for joining us. And also for those that just came in, let us know what your most interesting scene was tonight. All right. So how y'all was feeling him coming in, say like that little plan, right? Vic coming in.
I was amazed.
Perfect.
Yes.
His aim is immaculate. He impressed me.
Yes, he really did.
I did not see that coming.
No, me neither. Because I was like, what's going to happen here? Because we know, like, look, Moochie been saying that Tommy been on some Superman stuff lately.
Right. Yeah. Cash money.
That's what I said on my review.
Cash money.
Cash. I'm up 6. Take the L. And leave. Like, oh, wow. Really going to sell it?
Oh, you must got something in the back pocket. You got to have something in the back pocket.
Right. Because I'm like, what's the plan? Like, what's the plan? Because this one is not looking good.
Right.
Right now, you got to worry about this dude. He's coming.
Yeah.
He's
exactly.
Coming.
That's why they said Storm is coming. They remember at the end, Liliana was like, "Oh, look like there's a storm coming." He said, "It's already here."
I thought he was mean to himself.
But you know what though?
That would be a cat. You know, that might be a point. But I think he knows. Remember, he told Diamond. Yeah, he told Diamond about the situation. Like, yo, he already knows that this is a situation that is like it casts a large shadow, or whatever the heck, you know, whatever kind of metaphor he used with Diamond, you know. So he knows that they're nothing to play with. Thank you again, Eric. It says no rush, but we got to talk about the scene with JP and his son. Yes. Listen, we're definitely going to talk about that. That was a good scene. You know what I found out with this scene was that not just this scene, but before in this episode, it looks like JP's son is kind of like the lieutenant or whatever for the young guys. You see how he told him like gather them up and this and that. So I wasn't expecting it to be him, but okay, fine. And I just can't understand this because somebody talk to me about this. Why he keep on doing this?
Because he mad at him. He was lied to by his mother.
All right, but why are you doing this? If you
he said it. He said why.
No, let's talk, okay?
Young boy stuff.
Because guess what happened? He shot. Look, he's going to mess around and get his father killed if he keeps going on this way. Yeah. That kid was ready to shoot his father. They don't have no they don't have no remorse. They don't have no care for life or nothing like that. He could have easily got his father killed right then and there.
Right then and there.
Shot the little light and everything to. You know what I'm saying?
On him. You know what I'm saying? Like when you pull on somebody
very quickly, dead.
Yeah. So you can't. That right there is too much. And right now, you mad? Okay, but let's talk now. You gonna just keep shooting up the man's barbershop and then his bar, and then you're not saying nothing now. And then but this honestly was like, I was gonna say you had the moment to say something. They just kind of looked at each other, but then the cops was already on the way, so he couldn't really say anything. He could have been like, "I'm your son," and then ran away.
That would have worked though.
But right, you know what though? He said that he wants to send them a message.
What you say, Moochie?
Remember when the guy was like, "Oh, we should just go in there and take all the money." He was like, "No, I'm just trying to send them a message."
Right, and it's like,
so he said what he wanted to do.
Yeah, he wants to send a message, but it what message?
He looked so hurt.
He did a good job. Hurt people.
What you say, Brillo?
I said we not understanding the message.
Exactly.
I agree, but I'm just saying that's.
You out here talking about messages, but that's not the way you send it. It got to be the right, you know what I'm saying? You remember how we were talking on the live with The Wire, right? And we talked about how they probably shouldn't have killed that witness, but it was to send a message like, "Don't you talk." That's a clear message. This kid is not giving anything clear to us. What you got to say, Nita?
No, I mean he's not, but I understand the thinking of it. I feel like he's still kind of trapped in his inner child is wounded, he's hurt, he hasn't moved past that whole, like Moochie said, hurt people.
Right.
But I was saying that, just the way he acted out that scene and how he felt it, I saw it all over his face. He felt scared, he felt hurt, he felt like all these things without even saying anything, and then he just kind of like rolled out and left, like he wanted to say it, like I could feel it kind of trying to come up. But it just didn't. So yeah, but I thought Lucian Cambrian or whatever, he did a really good job with his trying to emote and everything.
Yes.
But that could have went real left real quick.
Yeah, especially with them young boys.
We keep saying that these young kids is high heads.
Yeah.
And actually that's a prediction, but I think that's probably how this is going to go down, and then he's going to have to latch on to Tommy. I don't think our innocents are going to be with us too long, if you get what I'm saying.
Keep that for the for before we get out of here, because I want everybody to give their little predictions at the end.
Okay.
But like you said, the nonverbals on the kid and on JP. Because JP came out, he just looked so angry as well, and he's just like, "What are you?" But it almost made me wonder, what was JP thinking? You know what I'm saying? Like as he looked, they was looking in each other's eyes, and and D was looking like he was ready to cry, like you said, and then he just ran away. So it was just one of those moments that you just want to scream, like, "Say it!"
But he was like, "Yo, D, what does JP call him?"
JP, what does he call?
What does JP call his son's name?
Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
So when he kept saying D, I'm like, how he not knowing that's not his kid? So I'm trying to figure out what is the kid's name.
His name is D.
No, D-Mac. D-Mac is definitely a street name, and he said
I don't know his real name. Yeah, I don't know his real name, but I know his freaking street name is D-Mac.
Yeah, he haven't seen him in 15 years. So I'm like, I was kind of looking, I was like, you don't see no kind of resemblance or nothing. But he's probably not thinking that that's his son actually doing that. Yeah. I wish he would have had a few moments of him going back into the bar and his process and
right.
You know what I'm saying, to see what he was thinking about. You know what I'm saying?
They left us on
the edge. Do you think he's gonna tell Tommy how the kid look when Tommy approach him?
Ooh, that should be nice.
Yeah.
They got okay, no, I was gonna when we talk about predictions.
Yeah, they gotta do something for us. They got to, because that right there, they left us on edge. Oh my god.
And JP got that Egan in him. He came out there, he ain't flinched when they put the pistol out.
Mm-hmm.
Got that gun on you. The people don't usually do that.
He came out there with that damn bat, like that was gonna do something.
Got that Egan in him for real.
Hey, one shot. So JP came out the establishment ready to rumble. Yes, he sure did. And it was like, look, I'm ready to die right here.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't care. He's like, look, y'all gonna have to kill me.
Yep. Hi, Denise. Peace, y'all. He definitely felt something. Yeah. Oh, that was a moment right there. That was a freaking moment, and I just really wish that they would have said something. So I just want to go to Claudia real quick. I want to talk about Claudia for a little while. She goes to this Puerto Rican guy. I don't remember his name. Once I do my review, I will get everything all together. And she lets him try out the product, and he likes it. So it seems like he's on board. But then she says, don't tell my father. Then one connection that I want to make, one theme that I feel like happened throughout this whole episode is that all of the second in commands, or whatever you want to call them, are going behind the king's back. So you got Janard going behind his brother's back trying to take over, right? And then you have Claudia and her brother Vic doing things, making moves behind their father's back, and like, well, my dad doesn't have to know. And Claudia's over here saying, don't tell my father, And so my thing is here, because then we get to this other scene where she's with Mai and they don't have enough product. So
his name is Reggie, by the way.
Okay. Thank you. So Yeah, so they don't have enough product now. So when this happened, because she got the chemist together and she blackmailed her to basically continue to make the stuff, basically cook, kind of like that whole Walter White kind of situation.
That's what that reminded me of. Walter White.
She got her little Walter White, female Walter White up in there,
Yes.
cooking and everything. And the way she did it was she blackmailed her, saying that she'll basically expose the reports, how she falsified reports and things like that. Something that was dangerous and killed was deadly, right? So my point that I want to ask you guys is, do you guys feel like Claudia got this under control? I'm gonna start with you, Nita, because I know that's your girl.
Like that's my girl. So I don't think that she all the way has it under control, but I think that she can figure it out if something happens. Like she has the bandwidth to kind of think on her feet and do stuff or whatever. And I was sitting up there talking about, I said, girl, you keep on talking about low profile. You walking around these luxury minks and these furs and making moves and stuff. And I'm just like, you're not going underneath the radar, girl. Did you know that?
Oh God.
But yeah, I think she has the bandwidth to figure it out. Okay. I don't think that she has everything under control, especially because all these people are basically unknowns. Like even even though she's sleeping with her, she doesn't know anything about her.
Right.
Or did she figure it out? Or did she look them up because she's in politics and stuff like that? She seems to have known the chemist, all the secrets that she did with, so she may know some information. I think information is key when you're in the game. You got to know who you're dealing with. Absolutely. So I think she will figure it out.
Hey, recession proof. Moochie, you want to jump in?
Well, I feel like with Claudia, she's trying to play this very strategic. As far as Reggie Pina, I don't think he's gonna say anything because the way how quick he paid for the drugs.
Right.
It was like so quick. Like he took one sniff and he was open.
Right.
So Reggie Pina, I don't think he's gonna be a problem, but the chemist, she might be a problem. But she's saying, even though they're blackmailing her, she's on for now, but I don't know. Because now we find out that Maya was lying because she's not the actual chemist. She act like she made it.
You always gonna get found out. I mean, come on now, especially somebody like, look, I feel like it kind of showed you that Claudia was kind of controlling a little bit in this episode or in this scene, and it was like, look, you think you about to get over on me and tell me that you're the one cooking it, but so what you say, Brillo? What you got to say?
I didn't think that. I think Claudia is on the rise. Like she is moving like a textbook boss. The strong arm tactics. Like even when she met with the cop, she strong armed him, told him like, look, basically, I'll get your daughter out of here.
With the other.
She just has that stomach for it. Just like with blackmailing the ladies, say you lose your job, you go to jail, you gonna cook. She actually solidifying her organization, making sure everything is before she order, so she can so she can fill these orders because she knows about to blow up. So you need to make sure you got the chemist, make sure you get that stuff straightened out before you start taking these orders. Because you see, when my man took a light sniff, she said, "Hit it light." He hit it light, straight drop. You know what time it is. As soon as that drug hit the market, she already know.
Right.
Sales gonna be up, so she got to solidify that chemist. I think she's moving like a boss. She on the rise.
Yeah. I feel like the part that's kind of like making things move a little slow with her is the fact that it's a secret and she don't want nobody to tell her father. So I feel like the only thing that she needs to figure out now is how we gonna move this in secret. Like she gotta have somebody that's like the face of her front little operation. Her front man, right? Yeah. I think that's the only thing that she's missing, because right now, as long as it's a secret, it's gonna be slow. You know what I'm saying? Business is gonna move slow because you gotta network this thing. You gotta get it out there.
Once she get it in Tommy's hand, because he don't gotta connect. He just going off stolen drugs from the Serbs. So what happens when that drug runs out? He doesn't have. He can't go to the cartel. I think they had the spider cars because they were probably getting their product from the cartel.
Right.
So Tommy don't have that plug, so his plug is gonna be probably Claudia.
Oh, let me get this. I'm sorry, I almost missed it. Hey, pretty girl, thank you. So I would still keep tabs on my child even if I was banned from his life. Having a name, social security number, etc., can take you a long way. Yeah, I think she's going back to what we were talking about with JP and D. Right, like how do you? I mean, where did she? I mean, if he's still living in Chicago, I mean, if she took him to a different state, but what is your excuse that you couldn't try to keep tabs on him in the same city? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know, but I guess they didn't have no connections. He did say that it's just him and his father. They don't really know anybody. So who knows? But listen, and then you need to get that stalker on.
Right. I mean, but the thing is that y'all remember that was Sonny from The Shy. That was actually his father.
Yeah.
And Herman. But
yes.
The fact that he is real strong about being in his son's life, I would think that that's like a core value system for JP. Mm-hmm. And so he would have went out of his way to try to figure out where his son was at. So the fact that he didn't do it does kind of stump me.
Right.
Because you remember his father was like, I was determined not to be that type of person. I wanted to be a better father. So yeah, that is kind of strange.
Yeah. Let's see what Eric is saying. He said Miss Soto, the woman from the car shop, will link up with Tommy and partner with him, and that will be a major move. Remember how she want to know how to keep in contact with Tommy? That will be a major move. That was one. That was like during that time when they had to hurry up and get everything together for Rojas.
Yes.
Okay.
I thought he killed
her. I figured that too. I thought that was going to be a connection as well.
I think his whole route, that they was doing the drop offs with, is gonna be a major thing, right? Where Tommy be making moves. That's why he was like
he watched it.
He was watching everything.
Yeah,
he was watching where they went, all the stops they made. That's gonna be his end right there. I said that the first when we talked about it the first episode, well, whatever episode it was, the second episode. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
what up, young boy 24?
Oh yeah, what up, young boy? Thank you for coming through. So y'all know that. Listen, whatever happened, who is following it? You know what? I was gonna say who is following the Flynns, but it was the cop. It was Bennigan. Because I'm like, this is my assumption, right? I'm assuming that it had to be Bennigan because when after that whole situation with the at the Yardies place or whatever that happened. And the cops came and chased them out of there. The father, Flynn, Walter Flynn, he's telling the son, remember we already talked about this conversation, but my thing is he found out about it and who told him. And the only person that I could think of is the guy Bennigan. Like Bennigan's like, yo, he had to report that back, right? And tell him he's out here making moves with Tommy and Diamond, and this has to really make it made Walter pissed because they just had a meeting and he basically let it be known like, look, we're not doing business with them, we're not doing business with no one else, and for him to now hear that his son is out there making moves behind his back, it's definitely pissing him off. But then he runs into Tommy on the streets and he tells him, if something goes down, something happens to my son, you bring him down with you. I'm bringing the whole city of Chicago down on your shoulders. So what do you guys take from that whole thing? Like, I know it was a very short. You don't have no kind of feeling. You didn't have no kind of feeling?
No kind of feeling.
Because he's just not scary, right?
He's not doing nothing. Like, you gotta show and prove when you're in these streets. And he ain't prove nothing. Nothing at all.
It's so true. Like, you out here. What have you done? Tommy is out here showing you who he is.
We heard ghost stories about him putting down 9 dudes, but that was back in the day. Putting down 9 members of the CBI because we need to see some recent work, Walter.
That's true. And the story that we heard about the leader of the Yardies was scarier than anything that we ever heard that Walter Flynn did. The fact that she said he necklaced his nephew, his own nephew. This is the story that Liliana told Tommy when she was trying to let him know you don't mess with the Yardies. Listen, they're talking about people that we haven't seen yet. I want to see these Yardies. They sound like some people that you can't really play with or whatever, right?
Well, let me ask y'all this: was that the guy that Claudia was meeting with? One of them? Because it looked like she was at the yard. Like she looked like she was talking to something. It was a big burly guy with a beard, and she was when Liliana was following her.
What are you talking about?
Oh, they were still in that same little
like they looked like they was there. Okay, Matthew Wilson said no.
Okay, but it could be. I mean, it looked. I mean, the
fat dude. Yeah,
the meetup spot kind of looked the same. Actually,
it looked the same to me, but it just looked like it was a different boy, like the front of it.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. Look, I could be wrong.
D Weave said it's been meh
not
to me so far. I'm going to continue to watch, but it's not that compelling.
Yeah, keep getting invested. Just keep watching. You'll see.
Yeah.
A lot of times things don't just wow you all of a sudden. I think for a lot of people, this is like a culture shock. It's a kind of a shell shock for the power universe, and you just kind of have to figure out how it kind of works for you. So don't give up on it.
Yeah. Stick with us. Let me see. A research group says, I don't think Claudia messed with the Yardies. Remember, she was warning Vic. Yeah, she was warning.
Okay. I just wanted to know that.
Yeah, it was a warning, like, don't freaking mess with them. That's why she told that story.
But then you know what? When
Eric. Oh, yes. Paulie's son, thank you for bringing that up. Oh my gosh, Paulie's son, and thank you for the super chat. His son being homeless would be a liability. Listen, I that was another. There was some little heartwarming. I don't know. I don't want to say heartwarming because that's not heartwarming.
Give him the money.
That's like sad stuff that was happening in this episode. The whole thing with JP and his son, and then this situation with Paulie and his son. That was freaking sad. And you know what I said to myself? I said, why the heck won't you just bring a few strong men down here, you know what I'm saying, grip him up and take him to the rehab?
It don't work like that, because when you get out of rehab, you're going to jump right back
right back there.
They got money, so I'm pretty sure he can send him to a freaking rehab where there's no escape. And if you get clean, they say, look, 30 days. A lot of times it's supposed to. I'm not going to say it's supposed to do you right all the time, but they say it helps. And yes, people relapse, but you never know. At least he tried. And he gave him
might
money.
Have already tried, you know.
And, he said to him in the episode, he said, I'm not going to give you any money or whatever until you go to rehab. And he did give him money anyway. Exactly. Right. He gave him money anyway.
Seconds later, he gave him money. I'm not going to give you money, but here you go.
Right. He gave him money because look, that's sad because that's his son. You know, it's hard. That's very hard.
He's enabling him though.
Get your
he went to where he was sleeping at to give him money.
Right, food.
Right.
No, they gave him food and clothes.
No one wants to see their child like that.
That is enough.
Exactly.
Wanted to give him.
You want to come home? Come on. We're going to rehab.
I agree. No one does want to see their child in that condition. So he's like at a whim. He even tried to go as far as bringing him something that his mother made him, like his mother's favorite dish or something that he likes that his mom cooks.
But you know, they didn't bring him in there for nothing. So he's going to come back.
Yeah, something's going to happen.
Something. I don't know if he's going to become a CI. I don't know if something is going to happen along those lines, because you know, the police can buy CIs real fast, like the people who are on drugs and stuff like that. And so I feel like it's gonna come back around.
Well, if they get him as a CI, they're gonna have to get him clean too, because that's the only way he's gonna be able to walk into this and get back in with the family. So they're gonna be like, oh well, I'm just giving you a scenario. They might have him come in cleaned up, and he's gonna be a confidential informant, like what you just said.
Yeah,
that's the only way that's happening.
Mess around and be or
else he's gonna still be
a Pookie problem
under the underpass.
It'd be a Pookie problem like one a New Jack City.
Right.
Thank you, Matthew. Paulie gonna have to step to Janard for Lily.
Paulie was trying to get on.
Oh gosh, just like they did on Raising Cane using homeless for CIs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Andre will be the next Bubbles for The Wire. Oh my gosh.
Uh-uh.
Oh gosh. Listen, you
Bubbles
guys.
is
Oh,
legendary.
thank you, Eric, again. Blessing me as usual. You write me to Paulie will be a CI for the FBI and get his dad locked up. Oh,
Wow.
man.
I hope not, but I mean,
And
that's
listen, if he get his dad locked up, that's that money gone, baby. He better think about it.
Yeah. I mean,
I
but the police
like
do
that.
pay them.
Right, they gonna
That ain't
pay
enough though.
until look. They pay until they don't need you no more. But
Right.
he'll be stupid enough to fall for that. True, he'll be stupid enough.
Right.
So we're about to get into the. We got like 5 minutes left, guys. We're gonna get into the predictions. So I'm gonna start with Nita, since you kind of had already started a little prediction. Let me hear it, girl.
Well, can you remind me? Because I'll be rambling. Look, I can't even remember.
It was about. I think it was about. I don't know if it was about. Was it Liliana or was it with
the father?
I feel like it was with what's her name? Claudia. Liliana or Claudia. Oh man.
Shit.
I
Start
don't
with
remember.
else. I maybe think about it.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Moochie, you could go.
All right, I'm giving my prediction is with damn. I feel like JP is gonna tell Tommy about the son.
Okay, I got it.
That's one. The second one is.
Well, I don't want you to take nobody else's prediction.
All right, then I'll just stop there. Then.
But I'm gonna come back to you. I'm gonna let Brillo go, and then you could go again in case. All right, go ahead, Brillo. Wait, Moochie. Sorry. Say what your prediction is again.
I said I predict that JP is going to tell Tommy about his son, and see if he knows him, and see if he knows him, and then Tommy's gonna be able to put things together.
Okay, cool. Brillo.
All right, I'm debuting this theory today. We wind that with Miss K, and it's about Claudia. Claudia will catch a body. Claudia will get her hands bloody. She gonna catch a body, and it might be somebody close to her.
I think it might be mine.
I was gonna say that too. That's what I was gonna say next. But
you know, you gotta cut out the middleman. She don't need her no more.
She don't need her no more.
True.
And it seemed like that. It seemed like Ma was messing with that girl.
I ain't sure that.
Vibes too. So
Claudia's catching it might be some little licky.
What's your
going on with those two?
What's your prediction, Nita, before you forget? Don't be
okay, right. So no, my prediction is, because you know how Courtney always say, even though this is not her show, but it's a power universe, and so sometimes things kind of overlap when you're in the writer's room. Yes. And she always says she likes to identify the innocents. So you try to figure out who your big death predictions are. And the fact that young boy pulled that gun out on JP leads me to believe that that might actually happen. It feels like a foreshadowing of what may come, because his father said, my son's a good boy, and you know, he just kept trying to emphasize that, and he kept trying to like be weary of Tommy and stuff like that. Then also too, in the character description, they said that that D Mac is going to go to Tommy for the relationship. And they didn't say nothing about nothing else. So
I don't want, that will tear Tommy up. If you guys saw it in this episode, he calls him bro, and they had like this little weird moment, but it was cute, but they accept, it was like they accepted it, like, yeah, that's who you are.
It was between them. The father was kind of looking to the side, but they had the connection.
They're starting, and I don't want that to happen, because Tommy, he's already lost so many people already, and I don't want that to happen. He's already going to bat for this man too already.
I'm hoping he stops it.
See, I think it might happen.
I'm hoping he's able to prevent it from happening.
Yeah, me too. So I'm laughing at this. I was trying not to get in it, but it's too funny. It says, "Hi, Abdullah." Miss K, have you ever noticed that Ghost and Tasha are like George and Weasley from the Jeffersons? Like, I just love you guys. Listen, I just love you guys. Y'all crazy. I don't really understand, but I love it.
Well,
You guys
I mean, they used to be broke, and they
so
didn't have to be
y'all talk about this real quick because I don't know why. I don't know what's going on with my computer. I don't know. I think it's supposed to be a 3-hour battery, and I always think it could stretch to 1 hour, but I think when I go live, it just drains the crap out of it. So talk about this little situation. I'll be right back because I got to give y'all my prediction.
All right. Shout out to Eric Iverson. Before y'all go, thank you for the super chat. I asked Jay Moore last night, and I want to ask you all this: which show is better for Snowfall season 5 or Force?
It's too early for Snowfall.
I know.
It was an introduction. I want to get more things. I want the characters to develop more too on this to give it a chance. People is like everybody has this microwave mentality now with things, and they want things to be fast.
Right.
And sometimes when it's fast like that, stuff gets left open.
Yeah, and then you run out of
for
material.
instance, Time Jumping Snowfall.
Yeah, and then you be running out of material when you try to write too fast. You write yourself in a corner, and that's when shit don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you kind of gotta let the shows breathe. And I think that because we're like in this like episode 4 or 5.
4.
Yeah, I don't
think episode 4.
I don't think it's even enough. I don't think it's even enough. But I think I think they're about the same. I don't know.
I like Snowfall, but I feel like with the time jump, we talked about this the other night. It did leave some holes.
Yeah, I'm enjoying both of them though.
I love both, but I'm always gonna go with Power.
Okay. All right.
Power is better. Thank you.
I don't understand why we gotta compare.
Yeah, we can
which one is better. We always do this with our black shows, and it's not.
Sometimes it's fun to compare them though and break it down.
But. One of them has to go. No.
Oh, this is what you guys talking about. Thank you, Eric, again.
Yeah.
I asked Jay Moore last night. Want to ask all of you which show is better for Snowfall season 5. I mean, for me, I don't compare. I understand because they're both, crime dramas
and running at the same time.
Yeah, but I don't really compare them. But to be honest, I'm gonna go with Snowfall. I'm going with Snowfall, not for this season though. I'm going for Snowfall
overall. And that's the thing. That's why we can't judge Force like that because we're just in the baby steps of the baby stages of it. So that's another thing about just trying to give it time.
Good.
Yeah, D Weave said, before I give you my prediction, we're going to go back to Moochie one more time because she had another one. So my man Vic is a simp. Why are you holding out for a woman who is getting smashed by the new gangster in town? Who are you trying to give money?
Why
don't you answer that,
please,
Brillo, since you're a man?
D Weave, man. No, man, you can't lead off emotion. That woman don't belong to you. She can do what she want to do, and to be a real G and show that confidence to say it's only temporary. Because I know where I stand. That shows that confidence to be a real G. D Weave, come on, baby.
There you go, and that's a real man talking.
He said he already know. He said, "I know that's temporary. That's temporary."
Yeah.
A lot of dudes get emotional and I don't belong to you. That they wasn't married. Now they were married. It'll be a different story.
Yeah.
I like the way they handled it like men.
Yes, both of them was talking about
and then Tommy went a step further and was like, "Look, I can't come to this bar anymore."
Absolutely.
I like the way they handled it like men.
Yes, I do. I love that. One Shot Gaming says, my prediction: Diamond will clap Liliana's cheeks, and Janard will absolutely lose his.
Oh my god!
I mean,
I could see that happening.
I could. No. Diamond, no, I can't see that. I could see Janard clapping Liliana's cheeks. I don't know about Diamond.
If it happens,
I just feel like Diamond is too like. I want to see him with someone though. I want to see him with a little love interest.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Maybe not this season, but maybe
real mysterious.
Yeah, he's very mysterious guy. But so you guys ready for my prediction?
Yes.
Yeah.
So my prediction is that after watching the trailer, I predict that Walter Flynn will probably kill Glow.
Oh wow.
Mm.
That would eliminate a lot of problems.
Yeah.
And I was
I
saying
think it'll
that
make more too, because his son is gonna be mad at him if he
Not if
doesn't.
he make it look like Tommy did it.
Oh man.
They ain't gonna get my man Vic killed.
Oh no, exactly.
Not Vic. Come on, Moochie, give me the not my look.
Oh, not my
Lord, not my Vic. Lord.
Oh man, that's a good one.
Oh
That's
my
a-
goodness.
it eliminates a lot of problems. We were just talking about that with another show. And the fact that you could kill the distraction will make the person go all in the way you want them to go in. It kind of refocuses and redirects them, especially if you put it on somebody else and put the heat on somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And
putting it on Tommy would be perfect.
I love that. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
that. I love
Oh
it.
yeah, and especially because he's killing two birds with one stone. Tommy done came in, you know, he wreaking havoc in the city. You're taking down my city. Taking down my city.
Oh, that Irish accent.
Now he said if Walter Flynn, Leon then aka Trey X.
Huh?
He said if Walter Flynn kills Gloria, Vic will leave his father for good. I agree. And that's if he kills it. If it goes to what Grillo's saying it's gonna go, then Tommy's gonna
That's the only play.
He's gonna get his father back. He's gonna go back with his father, and then they're gonna go after Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
But still, then that means my prediction won't come out.
What's the second one? I'm sorry, I skipped over you. Yeah, I meant to go back to your second prediction. Did I go back to your second prediction?
I don't know.
I don't think I did. What was it? I'm sorry. Do you remember what it is? You said JP's gonna tell Tommy about, you know, the situation about his son.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had another one.
Oh. Well, it was. They said it already with Mai. I think she's gonna die.
Oh, okay, cool. So look, Abdullah bin Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
He is trying to let us. He's trying to draw what he's letting us know. This is how George and Wheezy remind him of Tasha and Ghost. And I like this because he said Ghost owned cleaning business like George. Ghost moved from Queens to a deluxe apartment in the sky like the Jeffersons.
There you go.
Hey, it makes sense.
Well, listen, Lion. Okay, we already said
cute.
that.
Okay, thank you for drawing the connection for us because we was kind of lost.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Very insightful.
First Lauren, now Gloria. Nah, I can't take this. Y'all not. What you say? Y'all not gonna do this.
Gloria. Vic, what you mean?
Look, we be killing everybody.
Yeah, we're killing folks off. Listen, it makes sense, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely makes sense.
All I know is I know Liliana is here for the long haul.
I agree.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all trying to bring in these old, y'all trying to bring in the old show comparisons, but y'all stop now. Miss K. Eric just said, Miss K, if that happens, Vic gonna scream like Florida from Good Times.
Damn.
It looked like Tommy did it because she was getting back with
Matthew wants to know if we have any predictions for Liliana.
That's gonna be here. That's all. She's gonna be here.
She's gonna be
dressing. That's my she better.
She here for the long haul. She's showing her loyalty. Everybody was like, "Oh, she can't be loyal." Look, she saved Tommy's life, and Tommy saved her life.
Yes, I love how both of them had the same response. Not gonna happen. Never gonna happen. I loved it. I'm like, yes, Tommy. When she said you need to give up that girl, Tatiana said you need to give her up or whatever. He was like, it's never gonna happen. And she said she had just finished saying the same thing to Janard. That ain't gonna happen. That ain't never gonna happen. Like, I'm not. Right. You're not paying me. And you know the crazy thing is, I knew that when she said I go where the money goes, I knew it had his, his wheels turning. Like, let me see. So now I could probably, if she can want to do anything for money, and she go where the money goes, I could easily offer her money to off Tommy, right? But she let him know
That's
real
not
quick,
the long game, though.
right?
That's
That ain't
long
where
game.
it's not happening. Sorry,
We'll
pal.
just show you how his thinking is.
Right. He don't even deserve the
He should
position
be
because
trying to
he's so low level in his thinking. Like,
Right.
get
You
out
should
of
be
here.
trying to get money with Tommy. Like, what are you
Mhm.
talking about? You should be happy to see this man come through your door.
The same thing that Vic said. My father doesn't understand that the rules of the game change. Now you make money by teaming up with people, right? Working with other people. He's not getting it. And the same thing with this young dude, Janard. He ain't even getting it. He ain't getting it because he don't want to let go of the fact that he put in all this work for 15 years. Okay.
Because he wanted to.
Can you show us the bag, please? Show us the cookie. You want a cookie? Do you want a cookie, bro? Like, because it's not, just get over it. Do what you have to do. That's what you got to do. Especially when it comes to your siblings. You just got to do what you got to do. You're supposed to step up. Nobody is telling you that you're supposed to take over the position.
Right.
If your sibling can't be there, you step up and do it until they come back. Now this dude talking about he taking away this and that. What you say, Brillo?
I'm just saying there's more than one way to step up. You didn't even have to be in the drug game.
Right.
Could have let that take care of itself and did whatever you was gonna do and take care of your family that way.
Right.
But you wanted to stunt. You wanted to dry the coop. You know what I'm saying? You wanted to eat the lobster and the steak.
Yeah, the fast money.
Right. He needs lessons. He needs like street etiquette. I'm talking about with the whole thing, like that loud car. He's just not smart. He's using these young boys. He's just going about it all wrong. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
But anyway,
I'm gonna leave y'all with this though. Okay. I went back to IDBM, and I know these things aren't always accurate, but it does say that Diamond is only in 5 episodes, and Janard is in 10. All 10.
In what, the second season?
Nah, I'm talking about this season.
That doesn't mean anything.
That's what I said. I gave a what was it called?
Disclaimer.
I gave a disclaimer before I said it. So
because let me tell you what that means. Let me tell you what that could mean. That could mean that you get one episode where you don't see Diamond in the episode at all. And then you see, all the workings of other characters, and that can go for every other episode. You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't mean that anything's going to happen to Diamond. I think it would be really, really stupid to take out Diamond.
All right, I just wanted to put it out there so we can just shoot it around. So,
right, of course.
On the floor, and nobody's safe except Tommy.
Yeah, nobody's safe except him.
Right, but I think for season 1,
well, I mean, we all thought that with Ghost though.
What happened?
TP
said that's for folks trying to predict, right? Stump you.
Right. So y'all remember when they was all sitting at the table and Tommy said we needed another person. You remember he was like, we need a 4th. Y'all remember that? So I'm thinking that's gonna be Claudia at the end of the day.
Oh yeah. It is, but he's gonna do it without
Vic knowing
because remember she said we have to keep everything quiet when she met with him last week.
Yeah, because I was gonna say I don't know how
that's
Vic
gonna be like she's gonna be like a silent partner.
Okay.
I don't know how Vic would like that. I kind of feel like he wants to just do something without anybody, because even is she older than him? Because she acts like the way she talked from the first episode, she talks like she's older than him. So I feel like if she were to join on, he would feel like no, like I don't want nobody telling me nothing. You know what I'm saying? It almost would feel like somebody's babysitting or watching him. I think he just wants to be his own man at this point. Same way like she want to be her own woman, get in the game and do what she gotta do.
Yeah, no, I think she's the oldest, and because he got a piece of meat between his legs, he get the all of the accolades,
right?
It's just because his dad is, a dinosaur. That's all.
That's
the whole point.
Yeah, he got very old ways, Pretty girl said, "Raising Liliana coming soon." Yo, do you know what was gonna come right out of my mouth? It's just so smooth, though. It's like I was just ready when I was gonna say "pretty girl." I swear I had to stop myself from saying Pretty Ricky. Like Pretty Ricky, what they call him from Martin. Pretty Ricky, what they call them. I can't wait till that come out.
I
Oh my
love
gosh,
Pretty
that
Girl's
reunion.
ideas. I love
Yes.
her ideas. She's
The you know, the Martin, what is it? The
Reunion?
Yeah, I
reunion.
can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Oh, wait, they coming up with
about-
a Burton show?
Yes. Yes.
Right.
I don't know if it's.
Well,
I thought it was just a
you know,
reunion.
Go on.
Yeah, I
Martin
think it's just a
Lawrence's
reunion.
page. They
Huh?
showed them filming. Go on his Instagram page. They showed a picture of them filming it.
Yes.
What
Yes.
station? What network?
I don't know. Is it gonna be BET? I'm not even sure, but I cannot wait. I cannot.
Oh
wait.
yeah, that's a given, Ronald. That for a prediction, we are gonna see Kate in this season.
Oh yeah, she's gonna show up at some point.
She's coming.
Yes,
gonna
love
piss
you,
Tommy
girl,
off.
love you. Yeah, at some point Kate will show up. Let me say our culture shows. Yes, here to stay.
Shoot, that was just an easy prediction. I probably should have said that first. I ain't even think to say that. Well, I think we all know that.
Now I got Ghost's name stuck in my head in that wheezy voice, George. Yeah, crazy. I like Diamond more, so pressured Janard to take over.
Will someone take Kate out? I don't think so. You know how bad characters always seem to live the longest lives. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes,
yeah.
You know, I feel like she's just gonna be one of those sores, those little naggy, scabby sores that just
right.
Come home back to the fire station, and Kate gonna be in there.
Walter, One Shot Gaming said, if Walter kills Glow, that cancer better take over expeditiously. I don't know if he'll kill his father though. I don't know. I hope not. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of all that. I was thinking JP will contact Kate to let her know grandma died and she could return for the funeral. Okay, yeah, that would be a good reason for Kate to come, right? Because other than that, you know, Tommy don't want a daggone thing to do with us. So, All right, guys, thank you so much. We about to get out of here. It was only supposed to go for an hour, but look, it's so fun because you just go on and just talk and joke and all that stuff. So I really appreciate everybody being here. Thank you so much to Brillo and Moochie and Nita. I love you guys. And Eric Iverson, thank you so much for showing up.
All the
Ronald
love.
Cameron, Pretty Girl, Matthew Wilson. You know, I try to shout everybody out, the people that I see so far. TP, One Shot Gaming, Karen Chalk. I appreciate all y'all. Lions Den, aka Trey X. Abdullah Ben, thank you for your laughs. Mike Conley, hey, I didn't even see you. Oh my gosh. Which show grabbed your attention? Quicker Force. Oh, which show grabbed your attention quicker? Force, Book 2, or Raising Kanan? That's good. I feel like Raising Kanan. Yeah, it grabbed my attention, especially when she put the batteries in the sock, baby. Honey,
yeah, that grabbed my attention from the beginning.
She roped me in, baby. Listen. I appreciate you all. Detroit Kings, thank you so much for coming through. All right. Y'all take care and be blessed. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.